Welcome back to another video. In this video I will tell you about chemical reactions. So dear students, if you observe in your surrounding that if your mother is cooking something in the kitchen, she's baking something, then you can get the cupcakes or any other sort of cake which looks and which tastes delicious. So this is the example of a chemical reaction that is happening during baking, and you are finally getting a product. Similarly, if you're driving a car, then the fuel is burning and your car is able to move. You can drive the car smoothly if the fuel is burning. So this is another example of the chemical reaction. In this video, I will tell you about the chemical reactions, and I will also give you a few examples that will clarify your concept. So let's start the video. So the chemical reactions are basically the chemical changes. In these chemical changes, two or more substances are involved and they react together and form the new substances. The substances that are reacting together are termed as reactants, while the new substances that are forming as a result of chemical reaction between or among the reactants, they are called as products. And during these chemical reactions, either the energy is gained or lost. So these chemical reactions are usually irreversible. Once the product is formed, it is formed. You have to do very hard work in order to reverse any sort of chemical reaction, because most of the time they are irreversible. Here I have also mentioned few factors on which the chemical reaction depends. They are basic factors, and I will tell you in detail about the factors that are affecting the rate of chemical reaction in the next video. So here I just mentioned few: temperature, catalyst, size of the reacting particles, and the concentration of the solution. So these are the factors on which the chemical reactions depend. Here I have added a chemical reaction between iron and sulfur. So iron is in the form of iron filling and sulfur is in the form of powder. When they are mixed together, they make a mixture which is separable. If you use a magnet, then it can remove the iron fillings. Okay, but once iron and sulfur are heated together, these are reactants, by the way. When they are heated together, then they will produce iron sulfide. Now it will be very difficult for you to just separate the iron from sulfur once the iron sulfide is formed. Okay, so when iron reacts with sulfur, it produces iron sulfide. Iron and sulfur are reactants here, while iron sulfide is the product. And during this reaction, you provide heat, okay, and then this iron sulfide is formed. You can see the word equation here: iron plus sulfur is making iron sulfide. So these both are reactants, and this is the product, which is totally different. It bears different characteristics as compared to both of them. And here this is the chemical equation. We use symbol Fe, ferrum, for this iron, Fe, and for sulfur we use S, and this is making iron sulfide, so its chemical formula is FeS. This is the balance equation, as the number of atoms are same both at the product side and the reactant side. One iron is there, one sulfur atom is there, and in this also, if you look separately, then iron and sulfur, they are having just one. If nothing is visible here, then no coefficient is there, it means one is present here. Now uses of iron sulfide. So iron sulfide is basically used in the batteries. There is another chemical reaction between magnesium and oxygen. So magnesium is trapped when they are burnt in the air. So in the air, oxygen is present, and oxygen has got a burning property. So magnesium ribbon burns with oxygen and it produces magnesium oxide. Here you can see this magnesium Mg is reacting with oxygen gas, and it is forming magnesium oxide. okay, the ashes you get of magnesium oxide. Now this equation is not balanced because the number of atoms are different at the reactant side and the product side. Here Mg is 1, in the product side Mg is also 1, but here at the reactant side oxygen, there are 2 atoms of oxygen, while here just 1. So how will you balance? If you put 2 with Mg here, while oxygen gas is the same, and at the product side we add 2, then it will balance the equation, like 2 magnesium here, 2 magnesium here, 2 oxygen here, and 2 oxygen here. So this is how you balance the chemical equation. Now we'll see the uses of magnesium oxide, because the magnesium oxide is formed as a result of the reaction between the two reactants, magnesium and oxygen. So it is used as a medicine to relieve indigestion. Magnesium oxide is also used in the processing of leather, and it is also used to make cement. That's all for today's class, or today's video say, and I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, take care.